Hey Bayside, it's Pastor Ray coming to you via video, and I want to start with a statement I never thought I would ever say, and here it is. Last week, I was in Havana, Cuba. I mean, for 60 years, that would have been impossible, and we had the privilege of having a team in Havana, Cuba, because we were invited by the National Council of Churches in Havana. They wanted to have us come because they want us to do our Thrive Conference in Cuba, of all places. And so we went in. First of all, we had a whole bunch of questionable characters there. Check this picture out, okay? Yeah, that's myself, Scott Shaw, Willie Robertson from Duck Dynasty, and Chris Brown, all in there, spending a night in Havana. And as crazy as Chris is, I tell you what, Willie's even more nuts. We had an absolute ball. All of these guys with a heart for Cuba. We brought in a team, and we had the privilege of doing a whole bunch of things. For example, we got to go to a worship service one night and do a Bible giveaway. And check this picture out. That's actually us handing out Bibles. And a lot of these people, it is their first Bible they've ever received. And it was a privilege to put the Word of God in the hands of Cuba. And then we spent most of our times huddled in meetings with pastors from Cuba, and the kind of things they were saying was historic. The guy that runs really the whole country, he's the president of the National Council of Churches, he said to us, in 1999, there was a day that let Christians go to the public square, and we had a huge celebration for one day in 1999. He said, it hasn't happened since. I want Thrive to come here, and we want to bring back the spirit of celebration we had on that one day with all of the churches united for the first time in Cuba. And he looked at us and said, we think that can happen through you guys and for Thrive. So we are formally inviting you to come to Cuba and to do Thrive Cuba with all the permission we ever need to do it. So that is going to happen in October of next year. And we're just sitting there going, this is surreal. Never in my lifetime that I think this kind of thing could happen. And matter of fact, Tuesday night at our meeting, don't miss it. I will give you a whole lot more information about backstories, what's going on. We will show you a video of the worship in the church we were at, and just a whole bunch of amazing things that you'd never thought would happen. And as he looked at me and said, this is a historic day, we thought the same thing. And by the way, the way we're going to do Thrive in Cuba is this. We are going to do Thrive like we normally do, but the wrap up on the last night, we are going back to that public square and doing the largest mass Christian gathering and the largest giveaway of Bibles they've ever had in the nation of Cuba, all on one night. So let me tell you, we came back pumped. Second thing I want to let you know is this Serve Day is coming up. You'll hear more about that during this service. That is not a weekend to take off. It is a weekend, instead of coming to church, to go be the church. We have 226 projects. Your family can sign up. You can find us as a family. You can sign up as a small group. You can sign up as part of a team. You can just go, hey, I'm signing up for something I'm good at. We want to unleash 17,000 people on our community into every corner of the community. I mean, it is literally the day the church left the building, and that's 3 weeks away. Get signed up. Third thing is this. We are doing a brand new series today, and we are launching this series, and it's called The Voice, and the whole theme of The Voice is this. People have more information than they've ever had, and less wisdom, less discernment, and less direction. And we believe this book, the Bible, provides all you need. So next week, Andrew McCourt is going to be speaking. The following week, Kurt Harlow is going to be speaking. And we thought, who would we rather walk it out? We thought, let's bring Chris Brown in to kick the entire thing off on the power and authority of the Bible. Now, real quick before Chris comes out, I just want to say this. I just got to spend a few days with Chris in Cuba. Okay, right during their sort of Mardi Gras, they called it Carnival. And so Chris goes, hey, let's go to the carnival. So we take some guys, they literally go, and this massive, it's probably looked like New Orleans, massive crowd of people going down the street. And all of a sudden, Chris disappears. Okay, and Chris can tell you this story. Chris has found one of these gigantic floats going by. Chris, being Chris, hops up on the float and just becomes part of the parade. What I love about Chris is he never does anything halfway, including love God, love people, and preach the Bible. It's an honor to have him here. Would you give Chris Brown a Bayside welcome? Go get him, bud.